Tight race taking shape. Hello, I'm Anthony Miller. Postponed PNP Parish meeting draws thousands to Crossroads in Kingston. Orange-clad comrades energized and confident ahead of general elections. But Mark or Andrew, choose Jamaica or time come. It's all a guessing game until the 3rd of September. Praying and hoping. Comrades at a crossroads, another 5 years in the political wilderness or back in the saddle.
Steadfast assurance that God will look down and give us his blessing of effort to crown.
They seem pretty certain it will be the latter rather than the former come September 3.
All we need is for the masses, the base of the party to come out and vote on election day. No staying home this time.
But you will admit the economy is okay and crime is going down?
Yes, so crime go down and the economy is okay, but corruption is high. That can't work.
The Michael Manley versus Eddie Siaga war a long ago memory, but it's still the old party songs from that defining era that still fire up the faithful.
My father Banya, my grandmother Banya, my grandmother Banya.
Old-timers and new comrades gathering for their first show of strength since Andrew's calling of general elections forced the PNP to scrap the last of its parish meetings, earlier set for the same day.
Andrew Wallace are gone down, Andrew Wallace landslide, they don't do nothing for Jamaica, bail on your tail. We don't believe you, they don't do nothing for Jamaica, Andrew, we don't believe you. A landslide is Andrew Wallace, bye-bye.
Mark Golding, the next Prime Minister of Jamaica, will do a better job. I'm sure about that.
In political terms, the PNP lean and hungry after almost 10 years of the JLP calling the shots. What's the big issue for you in this election?
The big issue for me is because I'm a taxi owner and taxi owners are being targeted because I'm going to take the taxi them off of the road. This is the big deal for me. I want PNP win so them can stop target taxi owners. Thank you.
Remember and journalists say him start with one taxi company. Him can't trick we. We want better road. We want light. We want water. Zinc fence to move. PNP is for poor people. And I am poor people. PNP, time comes.
Mark Golding untested in a general election and making this one about integrity, although the PNP has had its own issues around corruption. The JLP going after his colour, as well as his role as an investment banker when Jamaica was hit by a financial crisis in the late 1990s. But at the PNP mass rally in Crossroads last Saturday, it was all about Mark returning the PNP to winning ways. The Prime Minister says the economy is healthy and crime is down, so why vote PNP?
Well, the economy is healthy for the JLP and its cronies. The average person is struggling to make ends meet. The Jamaica Labour Party would like to trivialize the issues around this election. So they would like to make the selection of the Prime Minister being more about the color of his skin than the content of his character. We're not going to let them get away with that. We're going to put character and integrity front and center.
Having Mark Golding, who is a white Jamaican, unshackle somebody, that really wasn't an adroit move, was it?
This was not something that was planned or orchestrated.
But the optics weren't great.
The optics was unfortunate, but you know, I don't think it changes the fundamentals of who Mark Golding is. He has shown, in fact, from his father, his family history has shown a family that sacrifices for the interest of the least privileged Jamaicans, from the patients at the Mona Rehab Center, now renamed the Sir John Golding Rehab Center, to the constituents he represents and makes great personal sacrifice. He has given up one of the most lucrative careers to serve the people of Jamaica.
If Mark were to lose, because anything can happen, would the party welcome back Lisa Hanna?
Mark is not going to lose, so I'm not even going to waste time going there. We're on the path to victory.
Katie Knight, a frailer version of the legal eagle swooping down on Bruce Golding during the Manat inquiry, but not missing the meeting. Neither was Beanie Man.
Damien, what is it going to take for the PNP to win this election?
I think it's just to hold the reins and move forward. I think we are the favourites at this point. We need not to make any major mistakes.
Maybe like proposing extending school hours, for which Damien Crawford was roundly criticised. Crawford tonight, though, focused squarely on the Prime Minister.
I think at this point, the people have bought into our principles, our concepts, and I think once again the PNP is revived, so it's to keep them revved up and to make sure that we stay on message.
How much of an issue is the Prime Minister's bank account?
Oh, it's 28 issues out of 1. I think that there are reasons for the JLP to lose and there are reasons for the PNP to win. And one of the reasons for the JLP to lose is the Prime Minister's inability to prove the source of wealth.
So what's the one issue that could prevent the PNP from winning?
I think that if the lies are allowed to win the election, if lies
Such
are allowed
as?
to win the election, such as the Prime Minister saying that he made his money from 2 taxes. And more recently, the Ministry of Education has been going around that education has improved dramatically when only 9 more children pass mathematics. Only 9. And they're going around the place saying that they have improved because they have entered less children into the examinations.
Was it a good look for white Mark Golding to be unshackling a black person in that famous video that circulated?
The outcome suggests that it wasn't a good look, but it don't matter what color it is, out of many one people. The fact of the matter is that Michael Manley, the greatest that we have seen, was also white. Buster Manty, the founder of the Jamaican Labour Party, was also white. So out of many one people, what we want to know is if people believe that his complexion is more of a hindrance than Andrew Holness questions around his credibility and around his fairness and morality.
Mark Golding stepping up and out with a greater air of confidence. He'll need it as the latest Don Anderson polls seeming to point to an election outcome too close to call. And voter apathy from the last election still likely to be a factor in this one. And call it wishful thinking, but the Orange team not faking excitement about their chances as the election draws nearer.
Mark, show the people them love, respect, honor, and you must go down. One more bowling.